What just happened? Watchmen episode 7. I have a lot of questions and I need a recap. Let's start now. With Cal is Dr. Manhattan, but not really. Angela hits Cal in the head with a hammer and gets a chip inside his head that looks like Dr. Manhattan's symbol. This symbol is Dr. Manhattan's trademark, which is an atomic symbol of hydrogen. I'm gonna call this a hydrogen chip. Angela lifts this chip and calls Dr. Manhattan honey. So does it mean that they are together all this time? And is Cal dead now? Does Cal serve as a body for Dr. Manhattan? Like a human host to keep that hydrogen chip? You know, just like the Vision in Avengers where he kept the Mind Stone and eventually Thanos found him and digged his forehead to get that stone? Which is exactly what Angela did. And what does that chip do? Does it communicate with the real Dr. Manhattan, or does it transfer the powers to someone who has it? And is Cal a clone or some sort of other being? I think that Cal is the life form that Dr. Manhattan said he was gonna go and do in the comics. Which side is Lady True with? She reveals that 7th Cavalry's plan is to capture, destroy, and remake Dr. Manhattan, and this is the reason why Will asked for her help, and that's the reason they're working together. But how did Will know about this plan? At one point, Lady True says to Angela that Will knows things about Angela. Is it because they're the same person, Will and Angela? I don't know, maybe I'm crazy now too, but clearly Lady True knows that Cal is Dr. Manhattan. Did she find out about this through looking at Angela's memories or because Will told her? But again, how did Will know about this? Let's talk about Senator Joe's plan to become Dr. Manhattan. Okay, I must say that this idea has been planted there all along, starting with Judd Crawford's funeral, where Joe was asked about the Russians building an intrinsic field generator, the generator that made Dr. Manhattan, and he dodged that question, right? Crazy. But anyway, setting that aside, Joe's plan is to restore balance in America by being the blue god himself, or to be the new Dr. Manhattan. So does this confirm that the Russians actually built that generator for him? According to Lady True, 7th Cavalry's plan is to destroy the current Dr. Manhattan and make a new one. So does Joe Keane know that Cal is Dr. Manhattan and he plans to destroy Cal? Let's move to Angela's treatment. Lady True gives Angela a treatment because she had a drug overdose from nostalgia. It involves a tube that connects to a host, which was supposed to be her grandfather, Will Reeves. Instead, we find that her tube is connected to, and guess what? An elephant. Where is Will? What is this elephant doing in the room? And since Watchmen really has a lot of this weird stuff, is that elephant actually Will? Or it's a metaphor, you know, elephant in the room, i.e. they're saying let's talk about the elephant in the room, Dr. Manhattan in this episode? I don't know, I'm going crazy now, but what do you guys think of that elephant? Let me know in the comments. Now we see more of Angela's childhood. Her parents died in Vietnam, quite similar to how Will's parents died as well. Grandma June got her from the orphan, but she died too or just passed out. There was a Sister Night movie character that young Angela always wanted to watch but never have so far, and that's how she was inspired by her current costume. Next week's episode will tell us more about how Angela met Dr. Manhattan, and I saw in episode 8's trailer there was a conversation between them, and Dr. Manhattan knows his future, and that is like someone will destroy him, and they were having a conversation. Is that the reason why they made a plan, Angela and Dr. Manhattan, to create Cal? Next is Ozymandias, aka Adrian Veidt's escape plan. We see him in his world, also known as the Great Beyond, and he's facing a trial. The verdict was that he is guilty, and we also see him in his Ozymandias costume, which was so cool and looked so elegant. But who will save him? How will Ozymandias be of use in the Millennium Clock or Joe Keen's plans? I have a lot more questions, such as where is Looking Glass, and at the end of the episode, Lady True mentioned that in 1 hour the 7th Cavalry will capture Dr. Manhattan. How did she know about that? And with that 1 hour time span, is that also when they will turn on the Millennium Clock? And what will happen after that? So much more to ask. Please put your questions or any comments below. I will see you next time.